When we invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce population, more of our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water.
All of my years of public life, I have never profited from public service. I've earned every cent. And in all of my years of public life, I have never obstructed justice. And I think, too, that I can say that in my years of public life, that I welcome this kind of examination, because people have got to know whether or not their president is a crook. Well, I'm not a crook.
Tupac. My mother, you know, when she gave birth to me, she was just coming out of jail, being in jail, because they was holding her for the trial. So she had all these women, strong women around her, and she was like, what am I going to name my son? And it was this lady who just came from Peru, and she was telling my mother this folk story about a true life Peruvian revolutionary named Tupac Amaru, who the government had told him, okay, he was fighting the government, and he was really winning. These little fucking tribes was beating the government, and they said, okay, we want to stop fighting. We want to meet with Tupac Amaru. He came in and met with them, and they said, we want to cease the fighting. Would you please cease the fighting? Too many people are dying. We're going to give you what you asked for. He said, okay. Told him to cease fire. As soon as they said cease fire, they cut his arms off, cut his head off, cut his legs off, and stuck him on a stick and put him in the middle of the village. So this is my reminder. That's my reminder. Every time you say my name, that's my reminder to never compromise myself and never quit. There's no such thing as a truce while people ain't free.
On Tupac's birth certificate, Lisa Crooks.
When Fanny gave birth to Tupac, she had just got out of jail. She had just beat her case.
Right.
She was scared that Tupac's life would be in danger.
Okay.
That the FBI was gonna come take him.
Okay.
That the FBI was gonna come take him.
Okay.
That the FBI was gonna come take him. Whatever.
Right.
So she had to think quick. And she came up with the idea of not naming him Shakur. So when he was born, he was named after my mother's name at the time was Hussein.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.
Right.
And then Crooksy. Cal Crooks. Crooks was this lady that was Fanny's real good friend at the time. She was like her best friend.
Okay.
And Fanny took Crooks' name and added it to Tupac's name. So his name was, and she added Paris as his surname, right?
Okay.
So, you know, Paris
Hussein Crooks. Right.
And then she changed it to Tupac, and she made that official. So it became Tupac Shakur. And I think he was 1 or 2 years old when she did that.
A clip of Donald Trump's attempted assassination has since held everyone in a chokehold, and it's raising more questions than ever before. The shooter. The rally in Butler, Pennsylvania was supposed to be a routine campaign event for former President Donald Trump. Supporters gathered in large numbers, waving flags and wearing red "Make America Great Again" hats. Trump took the stage, his presence electrifying the crowd as he began his speech. But just moments into his address, the unthinkable happened. Shots rang out, and Trump instinctively grabbed his right ear, blood visible on his hand. The crowd erupted in panic, screams filling the air as people ducked for cover. Secret Service agents immediately sprang into action, covering Trump and whisking him off stage. The scene was chaotic, with people running in all directions, unsure of where the shots were coming from. The shooter was soon identified as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, a resident of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. New footage that has since gone viral shows Crooks lying on his stomach on a rooftop, carefully aiming his rifle. He had longer brown hair and was wearing a grey shirt and khaki pants. The video captures the tense moments as Crooks pinpointed his target from afar before pulling the trigger. As Trump fell to his knees behind the podium, Secret Service agents quickly identified the source of the shots. Within seconds, they returned fire, neutralizing Crooks on the rooftop. The footage shows Crooks's lifeless body, confirming that he was killed by the Secret Service. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI.
She was scared that Tupac's life would be in danger.
Okay.
That the FBI was going to come take him.
Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, was immediately involved in the investigation. A statement released by the FBI on Sunday confirmed that the firearm used in the shooting was purchased legally. The FBI added that Crooks was not known to them prior to this incident, raising questions about how he managed to carry out such a brazen attack. Law enforcement quickly secured the area, and the bomb squad was dispatched after multiple reports of suspicious packages near the shooter's location. Investigators found explosives in Crooks's vehicle, which was parked near the rally. The scene was secured late into the night as bomb experts worked to ensure there were no additional threats. Witnesses at the rally described the sheer terror of the moment. It was like a nightmare, one attendee said. One moment we were cheering and the next we were running for our lives. Another witness added, I saw Trump grab his ear and then everything went crazy. People were screaming and pushing to get out. Trump, visibly shaken but determined, emerged from behind the podium about a minute after the shots were fired. His red Make America Great Again hat had been knocked off, and he could be heard saying, wait, wait, before pumping his fist in the air. Agents then rushed him to a black SUV, ensuring his safety. FBI Special Agent Kevin Rojek addressed the media stating, we are conducting a thorough investigation to determine Crooks's motive for the attack. We are looking at photographs, running his DNA, and getting biometric confirmation. The FBI has also stationed dozens of law enforcement vehicles outside Crooks's residence, with agents from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives on the scene. The perimeter of Crooks's residence has been guarded by yellow police caution tape, and the Federal Aviation Administration has closed the airspace over Bethel Park for special security reasons. The investigation is ongoing, and authorities are leaving no stone unturned in their quest for answers. As the nation grapples with the shocking events of that day, the new footage of Trump's shooter continues to dominate headlines and social media. The attempted assassination of a former president is a stark reminder of the ever-present threats faced by public figures and the critical role of law enforcement in ensuring their safety. But who's Thomas Crooks? At the start, or let's just say immediately after the shooting, not much was known about him. However, after just a day, the internet now has more than you need to know about him. Thomas Matthew Crooks, the 20-year-old identified as the shooter in the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump, had a seemingly ordinary background. Crooks graduated from Bethel Park High School in 2022. A video from his graduation ceremony shows him receiving his diploma, wearing glasses.